Dun 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 dun. Vela, hello. Alexa, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Vela is cute. Vela is cute. Sharkoreen. Sharkle. I guess I'm Sharkle. Hello. Zaztix, hello. Lone Wolf, hello. T-minus 5 minutes and counting. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm so tired. The plight of Mushroom Puppy. Good morning, good morning. Lightning Ash, hello. Lunella, hello. You've been waiting. Wait no further. And by no further, I mean wait for 5 more minutes. Spider-Man today. Oh, and live stream. Coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Been waiting, you're gonna come to Twitch. Yeah, I don't expect YouTube's I think the sound probably won't work on YouTube because it hasn't for these live streams. So if the sound does not work for you on YouTube and you only hear me, then come to Twitch. Because that way you can actually hear what's going on. Nor, hello. Starbucks cookie. Ooh, very nice. You know what I had yesterday for the first time? I had G Fuel. I'd never had G Fuel. I'd never wanted it. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then my friend had some. He was like, you want to try some G Fuel? I was like, sure, why not? I had like a watermelon flavor. It was really good. I'm like, huh. Like, can I get my own flavor of G Fuel? If I did, what would it be? G Fuel what now? It's basically, it's like powdered, it's like a powdered drink basically, with like 5 calories and a crazy amount of caffeine for how small it is. I don't know, maybe not that much. I guess, was it 200 milligrams of caffeine? Sounds nasty. It's just like a powdered drink. But it tasted really good. It was like 5 calories. I was like, huh.
Good morning
surprising.
and happy special program day.
Elderberry lemon shark attack. I do love lemon. It would have to be something that had some tartness or sourness to it. Does it taste like electricity? No. It just tasted like, how would I describe it? It tasted like candy. If you were to have a watermelon, like, lollipop, that's what it tasted like. This is like a watermelon flavor. It's like, huh. Tasted almost like watermelon Jolly Rancher. Was sponsored solely by GamerSubs and G Fuel. Oh boy. 5 calories is nice though. Yeah. Not bad. I would still prefer water. Water is much better for you. The idea of watching True was so appealing to me before Shark, so yeah. I'm glad that I have opened up a whole new world to you, or maybe it's just me. All I hear is yuck. They also have caffeine-free options. Ah, okay. Aniv, hello. You're watching trailer alone. Not with me? Not with us? No, Alexa, Coke Zero. I see. Wrong Disney movie. Raptor, hello, hello. How you doing today? Also, I'll just repeat again for people on YouTube. If the sound, like the trailer, or if what we're watching doesn't work, like if the sound doesn't come through, YouTube blocks a lot of that stuff. So come to Twitch because the settings that YouTube has for like streaming and like all this stuff sometimes can block things at the source. So if it's not working, you'll be able to hear it on Twitch. Because YouTube is hyper militant with their copyright stuff. So yeah. T minus 40 seconds. Absidix, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Sharon, hello. How you doing? Vina, hello. Oh.
Absidix_12 is jawsome. Woo.
Woo! Thank you for the sub with Prime. 7 months and a 7-month streak. So blessed. So blessed. Reposting Arlecchino teaser this morning. Huh. I mean, it's the Harbingers at Snezhnaya. Maybe she'll get a rerun. Dun dun dun. Trailer time! Is the volume good, or do you want me to turn it up? I'll turn it up a bit. Paimon! Paimon? Donde está? She's not in church. Oh. Ballerina knife. Odette, swirling snow. I know someone else who says that. What is this thing? Are we fighting a goat? Is this some sort of satyr? Burst animation. Very cool. Is that a giant raccoon? Alyosha? 4-star? Maybe free? Oh, those are cool animations. Pew! He marks an enemy. Field effect marks multiple enemies. Doggo! Oh yeah, that's his silly husky. The shadow. That's why we have a gun, huh? Okay. Pew. Huh. Alright. It looks very Fortnite. Oh, fairies. That must be where Vesna's from. Let me guess. New bosses? Oh. We're fighting some very interesting creatures now. Is that a Gryffindor? Tartagli at court again. Vesna. And Donica. Oh. Shade time. Whoa. Oh. We just charging at death? Breakneck pace? Good for us. Vodyanica. Huh. Paimon laser. Kill Paimon? What? Huh. Vesna and Donica look like guards there. That's interesting. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Boom. Ba-dun. Look at that spinning crystal. Aquaria. Where's Crab? We need our good boy Crab. Da-da. Why is there an asteroid here? Good question. Oh, they have a chessboard there with all the no-sees on them. Live stream time. Exactly, Tina. Yeah, this is going to be the longer one. Longer than normal. Oh, they're 3D printed. Huh. What is it? That floating thing looks like star anise. Who needs to work? Transcends the rules and struggles of fate, huh? Is that a cookie? It looked like star anise to me. There's the rooster. Scrappin', hello, hello. Background? Aha! What in the world could have happened there? Yeah, why is she trying to laser Paimon? She's trying to death beam Frieza. Pew! Why Paimon? Paimon's clearly the key to everything. Stay tuned. First code, Everwinter. Do 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 do. Do they play Final Fantasy XIV? Isn't that the name of the new expansion there? Everwinter. Yolon Main. Hello, hello. I wish they give us more primos this time. I wish they would do the daily, like, free wish login that all the other Hoyo games do. Like, for 7 days, you get 10 of the limited wishes. Why did not do that? I don't know. Ah, so this is just north of Nod Cry. That makes sense. Ah. And we can quick travel. Good. Child, I thought it was named Tartaglia. Child's his nickname. Tartaglia is his Fatui name. His real name is Ajax. A rebellious spirit. Okay. Transcending the rules. Okay. Belisar. That's a pretty castle. Crushing crystal. Looks like delicious candy. What a cozy little village. Huh. I'm not liking where this could be going. The Snowpiercer. Uh-huh. Jills, hello! What have you missed? The trailer, and then they start talking about Snezhnaya as a whole, just like the overall design. Huh, the Matryoshka dolls. Of course. And there's a lot of animal people here. Huh. Oh my word. Winter coats everywhere. Glupov, the Fatui headquarters, also known as the Armory Place. Ah, managed by Sandrone. And some sort of spinning crystal in the center. Ladruzma. So, the elites who guard the Cryo Archon, the fairies. So I guess Vesna is one of the royal guards, and I guess Donica is too. Which was weird that they were standing side by side. I was like, isn't she a maid? Why is she standing in like a guard position? She might be a guard. Pew! Stellar Conduct. Be introducing a second reaction, Stellar Swirl, with Mizuki. After traveling, okay. Master an ancient power, command Cryo in battle. Bonk, and then we get Stellar Conduct from you, which is nice. So if we need stellar stuff from anything else, you can at least use the Traveler. And a Mizuki? I guess. Bonk. Let's call the Starlight Prism for the Polestar Field. Yep. Pew! Pew! In addition, also, yep. Same stuff that we know here. Stellar Swirl. Animo comes in contact with Cryo. Stellar Swirl will be triggered. Dealing Animo. Yep. A Stella Vortex. And it explodes, dealing cryo damage in a tiny AoE. Okay. If it's triggered multiple times, it increases the level of the vortex, dealing greater damage when it bursts. Okay. Same sort of thing. But since you can't have an Animo aura on an enemy, they just make it so an Animo comes in contact with cryo. Oh, that's cool. Increases jumping ability. Huh. There are mini creatures that respond to stellar glimmer reactions. Huh. Interesting. Oh boy. Chill enemy mechanics. We get a new sword. It's a good looking sword. Oh, Exo what? Boom. A sword with constellations. Good. Stellar Glimmer, what is that? I think that's just the name for any stellar reaction. I think they're just calling it a Stellar Glimmer. Whether it's the Polestar field or the little thing left by the Stellar Swirl. What kind of person is the Sarita really? Dun dun dun. Poor Polonia. Does that imply that the sword in some sense is a character? A sentient weapon? Maybe that's the new Paimon. Anastasia Fedorovna? Sneznaya. Oh, chaps, hello. Lose Paimon when they turn her into a sword. The sword's the core of the Traveler spaceship. You heard it here first. It's the key. We stab it into the panel, and then the spaceship activates, and we go to another world. Don't you say that about Paimon? The Shade of Death is targeting Paimon for some reason. Tartaglia getting mad at Court again. So classic. Act 1 and 2. Wraith's Nocturne. Everwinter Without Mercy. Ace Attorney Child again. Oh, all travelers to complete Archon quest. Oh, I was like, Venti upgrade. No, you just have to complete the Mondstadt Archon quest and you travel there. Oh, and completing the Archon quest gets a bunch of extra primos and other regional materials. Odette! To a quick start? Basically, yeah. Knife! Ballerina knife! The Black Swan and White Swan in ballet, okay. Odette, so majestic. Yeah, I was surprised to hear about Odette with Sandrone here. Boop. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, there's... Interesting. There was that lava moth thing right next to her, too. And then mention of Senora. There's a lot of speculation that Odette might be the new Senora. Boosting party stellar damage. Superconnect or Cryo Swirl. She turns them into one of the stellar things. Very nice. Boop. Very cool. We're fighting an Ent. And then enhance the damage of those. Mizuki. Boop. Boop. Graceful flow of dance steps. Boop. How quickly does this thing go? Every 2 seconds, it seems. Pew. She can take the field as DPS. Uses her skill again. Ah, okay. Then when she comes in, she just does a little duet. And then burst. Burst just deals damage. Okay. So she's an off-field character that does damage and increases stellar damage. GG easy. You see her practicing during her idle animations. Very cool. Huh. And you can just start spinning with her. Another EQ swap. Uh-huh. Alyosha, a local hunter. I like him with the hood on a lot more. And his little derpy husky. So support for Varessa? For Lunar Varessa. Sure. if you needed stellar conduct. Off-field electro, damage and provides healing. Cool. Boosts active characters' attack and stellar conduct damage. Good. Tugarin prioritizes opponents. Huh. Okay. Casting burst. Throw out traps. His doggo. Rawr. Rawr. Join in coordinated attack. Okay. Does this move with the enemies? It's a pretty small area. And then he is the regional specialty finder. Okay, okay. Do we get him for free? The hunt begins! Nice. Free Alyosha. Cool, 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 cool. His dog moves like llama application. Yeah. For free! Free Alyosha, he's standard. He's free! So that's nice. Is he standard? I mean, he's going to be a limited character. He's a 4-star. Or he'll be on a rate-up banner and then go to the standard banner. But Yanitsa is an opera singer and she dances. I love him for his puppy. Mitya. I like his hair and his eyes. Dun dun. Valeri, no fun allowed. I'm the fun police. Who's that, Mitya? Valeri needed and Noi. Behind the scenes to Snezhnaya's future. I'm more... Okay. I don't care about anyone, so I'm annoying Valeri. A glimpse of characters such as Flint and Yehoda. Meeting point quests can be part of Odette's daily life. Cool. I like this menu. Must be quite the challenge. Huh. Dance rehearsal R&R. Remaining is this a... This looks like an event. Is this something that's just always there? Elixir for being minor endings. Huh. But Yanato literally did the "Do you want to build a snowman?" for 2E exams. Is that a walrus? Gangster walrus. Ugh. Doggo. I want to give that dog a hug. Oh. I don't know if I like Vidyana's model as much as I thought I was. She looks better in the trailer. Oh, what is that thing? What is that weird guinea pig thing? Special guest line will also be unlocked. Learn about the abandoned station in Snezhnaya. Okay. Have you done the pre-register thing? I think so. That sounds like something that came out 2 weeks ago? Maybe? Characters look expressive for Genshin. They started changing a lot of their faces in a little bit in Natlin and then more in Nodcry. I agree with the Voidyanitsa model. Yeah. Royal head household. Okay. Oh. I should have tried to pay attention to what Voidyanitsa's vision is. It was probably on her back. There's Noi. She looks so much better in game. Odette and Arlecchino, Phase 1. Dun. And then Alyosha on there as well. With her sword. White Lake Frostfeather. And then Flynn's and Anefa. Oh boy. Oh boy. New forgeable weapons. Emberwell, Blade of Atonement, Echoes of the Heart, Song of the Sigil, Blade of Atonement. Look pretty neat. New Battle Pass weapons. Heretic's Molten Blade, Jade Vista. New artifact set. Boost crit damage and stellar swirl damage. Boost attack and party stellar glimmer damage. Okay. Oh wait, should I get Flynn's weapon? Please be the last Splineffa shield. I'm so tired. Would be my first weapon. Flynn's weapon and Anefa's weapon. On to Snezhnaya. Do 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 do. Is the next code. Do 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 do. SNEZHNAYA. Do 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 do. Boop. Do 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 do. Tabi Mito pew. You know,
Let's all
enough of
spam
my
emotes.
Everyone keeps saying it's a bustful. Pew. Huh, that's interesting. That probably will be very useful. You're gonna love this mode. Oh, it's a Jack Frost. It's like Lumi. We get to turn... Wait, that's interesting. We get to turn into Katamari? Huh. Cute. What? Was that like a lunchbox? Can we pet them? I like... Do do do. Do 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 do. I'm Kawa. Sasha. Gun Traveler. Combat suit designed for use in the realm. Look at the dog sticker. Look at Kawa's shirt. He's got a little husky through a fisheye lens. From a level design perspective. Already firearm things like Fatui, Skirmishers, and Oprichniki. They have Gatling guns though. Oh. The Shadow Realm. You sure this isn't a TCG area? Pew. I like that. The little water drop bounces on the enemy and then you freeze them. Stellar Conduct with a gun too. That's interesting. It features like micro aim, target assist. Ah, great. Things for me. Pew. Oof. Something about shooting a fairy in the head seems a little... little yikes. Blow up the explodey barrel, obviously. Boop. Vault. Wow, you just slide forever, huh? Pew. Pew. Fortnite Impact. When do we get to build stuff? Alright, this does look like it might be kind of cool. Pew! Pew! Strategies. Pew! Huh. Boss battles and stuff too. Are they gonna make this a... Are they gonna try and make this like a battle royale mode? I have a feeling they might try to do that at some point. I really do like the idea of manipulating the environment in this too. Apparently they're gonna be boss battles. Oh, different types of guns. Oh yeah. Different elements. Huh. Pew. Pew. What is that tiny? It's so small. Womp, womp. Ah, and we have grenades too. That's what the little water thing. Oh. Different accessories, different mods. Okay. We get to train with the Russian army? Oh boy. Can I get released to shooting controls? Fire. Switch aiming mode. Reload. R. Okay. What about controllers? Good question. There probably is some way to do like button mapping for controllers too, I'm sure. Maybe. Maybe. But surprise Ayaka shark. Wow. Yeah. Not sheer cold. I hate it. Hate it. Oh wait, this is still Dragon Spine. We also know cold mechanic is hated. Can be stressful for some travelers. Is super hated. There's no need to. Oh, thank God. Thank the Lord above. Cool special gadget. Does that also work in Dragon Spine? Please say yes. Saritsa cold. When travelers pass through a cold region, consume energy to keep you warm. When energy runs out eventually, cold will start to accumulate. Oh. So it is sheer cold, just with another step. Wow. Gross. Boop. Converts into all kinds of prime ice. You can even build a snowman launcher. Okay. When do we get it so this thing never runs out of energy? Of course you can build a grappling gun. Good. You can also build basic heat source. I mean, I actually do kind of like the idea of building your little base. This is kind of cool. Are we gonna make like just like a Pow World style base? Have a little Jack Frost, some nice warm areas. Maybe have a little ice fishing area. This does actually look kind of fun. I still hate sheer cold. I like the idea of building a little base. Also opens up more ways to interact with the world. And it has cold resistant properties. Pew. Oh, those cannons are cold storage. Ah, it's a refrigerator. Huh. Do you travel in a snowball? You get turned into a snowball and launched. Can we have artifact loadouts? How about a refrigerator? We can use pyrovision for infinite energy on a gadget. Sigh. That does look very nice. The mischievous Jack Frost. It's Loomies. All the Loomies. It's also Loomy's hometown. Hey. Yahoo! Huh. It looks delicious. The first design species. They're like snowflakes. Are we fishing? Is that a snowman fish? Is that sword an actual sword or a sword skin? Bonk. What a fascinating species. Oh, look at that bear. Polari bears? Huh. Are those the blade rabbit things? Oh. Huh. Little Keebler elves. Don't underrate the combat power of these creatures. Okay. Don't mess with the locals. Got it. The animals attack? Probably if we attack them. The comprehensive railway system. Mm-mm. This is a very pretty railway station. Does look a lot like Grand Central. Mm-mm-mm. Is that a newsie? Mm-hmm. Huh. And there's the entrance to the Shadow Realm with our guns. Firearm workbench. Okay. Wait, Catherine? Catherine on the train? We get everything we need in our little train car. Lamp, Catherine? Yup. Immortal construct. Yeah, this looks like a pretty nasty bossed chimeric winged lion for Odette and Alyosha. Okay. What's hanging in the sky? Huh. Rated to the world quest. Okay. Huh. It does look nice. Strange oily slicks. Oh. The White Birch Snow Grave. Huh. The first Cryo Archon. A special trial. Does it get upgraded? Find the power of the past. Hopefully it gets upgraded. And make it so we don't have any, don't have to worry about any of that sheer cold nonsense. 400 extra Primo Gems from Exploration. Or moving stories. Sure. No quality of life stuff yet. Nope. Content related Miliasha. Blah. Blah. Audettes. 8 12. 08 12. Do 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 do. 08 12. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Ryan. Who's in first phase with Audette? Arlecchino. I'm sure they'll find something they love in Snezhnaya. Dive into the version events. Okay. Great expedition. Hunting, roly-poly domain raid. So this is going to be Get to Know Snezhnaya, the event. Diona, what are you doing here? That's very far from Mondstadt. We're racing a train? Low speed restricted zone, mid speed restricted zone. I have no idea what we're supposed to do. There's a gauge and we're on a train. We're literally on rails. I don't know what we have to do. I guess make it so the train doesn't crash? Pew. 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 Okay. And then a combat event. Oh, that's fun. Katamari? I'm about Katamari. Oh, you get a free Diona. Oh, okay. Mutual aid. Into the Frostlands. Okay. We build a snowman? Fun. And I bet we get to keep it at the end, right? Wait. Oh, that's right. That's one of those things where they're like, you gotcha for all the little parts, and then you put them together, and then you eventually get all of them. Try with a bastion. Oh. Oh, okay. Tower defense. Do you see that elephant? Boop. We get our gun, though. Oh, Tartaglia and Zhao. Oh, Zhao's is pretty cool. Nice. They get their little echo. Card stuff. Sure, sure. Normally this would be where the live stream would be ending. But there's no way. Finally, Zhao. Overflowing abundance. Information about optimizations. Ah, I hope this is a very long segment about all the QOL stuff. Use intervention to straight to relevant locations. Sure. Or claim the rewards. Okay. More convenient to accept quests. So more of a visual. Optimized sorting method for domains. Will you display at the top? Okay. Explorable range has expanded once again. Increased number of pins. Okay. So far, nothing great. Updates to Stygian Onslaught. The permanent gameplay mode Stygian Onslaught will also get a brand new set of weapon appearances. Oh. Starting from this version, complete the challenge, can choose from all appearance, past and present. Freely mix and match. This is not going to affect most people. So if you complete Dire, you can choose different weapon skins. Wow. That was nothing. That was literally nothing. What about any good quality of life? Jeez. Who's giving him advice? Not me. I expected nothing and I'm still disappointed. Oh, here's the temper stuff. Okay. We've witnessed the bonds between blah 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 blah. We hope to continue that journey alongside travelers for those bonds. Therefore, new temper will be building upon the currently available characters. Wow. We're adding more characters. Linny, Risley, Navia. Mizuki, in addition to everyone else. Wow, those are some pretty good ones to add. Risley C1, Navia. Huh. That's pretty nice. Ignorant. Well, you have to own the character first, but then you get constellations. One good thing. Dun, dun, dun. Cloud Mom. Burb.
Cloud Mom.
Yeah, Burb. So that's nice. So let's see. What is Navia's C1? It's energy, I think. I mean, I'm gonna pick it. Are they adding characters or replacing new ones? They're expanding the roster. I don't know if you're able to do the temper event again with characters you already got or not. But they're essentially adding more. So we can pick a character a second time. They didn't say. They said they were expanding the roster. We might have to go back and take a look to see if they said something or if there was some text that said anything about that. She had Navia now. Her C1 I think is basically just extra energy. The C2 I believe is the extra crit rate. 7.1's anniversary. Ooh. We're gonna cope that they're saving all the big stuff for then. I hope so. Surprised they're adding Fontaine characters already. What's really interesting is some of the characters they added are stellar characters. Because they added Mizuki for Stellar Swirl. They already had Sino. Now they have Risley. Where's my Yolan temper? True. They probably think Yolan's still too good. For the people that pulled Risley C1. Now you get his C2. Do 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 do. Wait, live performance. Is this gonna be it? So lackluster. I was expecting more. Dun 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 dun. I woke up early for crumbs. Lovely. Oof. I was expecting more. Large oof. Polymer mouthpiece on that trumpet. Do 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 do. What is that instrument? And where do you find someone who can play it in like an orchestra? Do you think they play multiple instruments? But like, no, I exclusively play this. Mm, 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 mm. Da, da, da. We got Fortnite and Train Simulator in the same patch. Mm. Is that Russian? It's not Latin. I don't know. DBZ fan, hello. Stream finishes with this. Normally it does, yeah. You sure this isn't Latin? It seems Latin. Miliastra hasn't shown yet. Ah, true. It wouldn't be a live stream preview without Miliastra nonsense. There's still hope. Maybe. Should you pull for a debt as your first 5-star? I would probably pull for a Nefa. And Nefa will be, because she's also a shield character and a damage dealer and works off field and just needs Hydro, I would probably go for her first. Though Adette's not a bad idea either, because you could do Cryo Traveler Adette, and those two together should work pretty well. So I would do either Odette or Nefa, whichever one you like more. I don't enjoy the sound of an accordion no matter how well it's played. We need to rise up. Exactly, Gels. Burn down Hoyofest. Gels? Oh, Shade. Sorry. The orange and the mod symbol made me think it was Gels. I'm so sorry, Shade. We're twins, I understand. Exactly. Shade Beans XZ. Alright, that's cool. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. That's definitely a flashy ending. Chill Shade, same. Do do do. Aurora was your favorite music thing? Understandable. Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna log in and make sure I typed in all the codes correctly. And then I think I'll render this video. Dun 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 dun. Do. C4 Flynn's double guarantee C6 is incoming. Ooh, nice, Austin. Yeah, hope they come early for you. Was that a train whistle? Was it? Dun 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 dun. Day Batman, hello. How's the live? Eh? Eh?
I've got a very special gift for you. For those times when you need a
Kaching
little
likes
extra
it.
light in your life.
Kaching seems to appreciate it a lot. Beginning was fire. Now it's eh. Yeah. I got jump scared by Kaching. Mada. Dun 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 dun. Trying to lull us into compliance.
Ta-da!
Oof.
Please here.
Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. All right, I typed all those correctly. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Do do do. All right. I guess that was just a preview. All right, what's this? Oh, Millie Asher stuff. Oh no. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Huh, okay. Pink Panda? Pink Panther! Oof. Oof. It looks AI generated. Wouldn't surprise me. Sure, Millie asked your stuff. Okay, let's see. New. Do. Do. Geo shotgun. Pew. Nouvellette siege ween. I low-key love the outfit. Spooky summer adventures. Woo! I don't even know what the second thing is. The first thing is for some sort of wish. I don't know what the second thing is even for. Is that a Sit Lolly ghost? Our special program day is also coming to close. Time really flies. No way. I hope the anniversary is a lot better than this. Oof. Oof. I guess we'll wait another 6 weeks for the good stuff. Oof. I think the big thing was just the temper event, getting extra characters. That's nice. Breaks convention and pushes the boundaries. Breaks the convention of all our other games by not giving us any rewards. Are you honoring the expectations we placed on you? Me and my boyfriend forgets my birthday again. Oof. Loving the silent orchestra. That's funny, Screpid. August 12th, plus 8 UTC. Blah. Blah. So that was it? Disappointing. Shinai itself looks very cool. That live stream was not great. Fifth cycle of Temper Thyself and Journey Far. Huh. So I don't know if they are doing any reset. This is fifth cycle. I would have rather worked on my spreadsheets. Oh no. I don't know if there's a VOD there. Okay, Genshin players, let's get in formation. What a way to start a new year in Genshin with disappointment. Oh boy. Unless profits take a hit, this is the norm. Exactly. Alright. Let me get this going. Is there a way we can... Is this going on a VOD anywhere? Let me see. Do they even post things as VODs? They don't. Okay. Play. Anyways, let's see. So many available later on YouTube, yeah. Free Siegeween cons. If you love Siegeween, congrats for Siegeween, I guess. Okay. Let me upload some stuff. Alright, let's see. Audette and Arlecchino for phase 1.
The official graphic specifies each character can only receive it once. My dreams of Sichuai Akalef Sockless in a puddle.
Oof.
That was. I have no words.
Alright, let's see.
Summary of the live stream. I missed it, D.
Bleh. Shaznia looks cool, everything else is bleh. Basically. Okay, let's see. Okay. Next. Next. Alright, let's see. Next. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Your badge is upgraded. Hey, nice. Oh yeah, you have an upgraded badge. You're now Pink Sharku. Yeah, very cool. Checking draft. Oh, there's a new web event too. Let's see what this is all about. Please check box, confirm your... Wait, what? Bleh. Alright, already hate it. Click anywhere to continue.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't
Forward
be your
skippable
own
after
fool.
7.0 update. Oof. Here we go. What is this? A contract fulfilled. Okay. I handed that over, Yaimiko. Okay. Truth amongst the pages of Purana.
Why
Completed.
does Ashru sit up on the counter?
Starting.
welcome our
Travelers can
clients,
quick
of
start
course.
Shaznia for more details.
Kitty's
Okay.
gotta earn his kibble somehow.
Pre-register. Confirm. Share link. Let's copy. Miliaster really stole everything from us. Yup. Pain. Can I eventually get more cons from the same banner?
Emotions
doesn't seem
are
like it.
a raging torrent that surges through the mind. More often than not, if you try to hold them back, you'll be swept away by their unstoppable force. And if you try to ignore them entirely, you'll end up tearing yourself to pieces.
Alright, this is premiering.
When Genshin became a first-person shooter, clearly the right audience. Did you see the Sony news? They responded finally, saying they understand the feelings, but are going forward.
Of course.
But get this, they answered on the earnings Q&A to shareholders. They never answered to their consumers. Oh, but they care, right?
Going forward with what? No more like physical media. Everything going to digital. Let's see. There's the trailer. Let's see. Alright, let me see. It's on YouTube, so let me see if I can find it. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Here it is. Let's see. Once event requirements are met, travelers can claim one still Fortuna for characters you own from a list above. Each character can only receive it once.
As for retail stores in US, they are proposing a code in a box. Me? Spend $80 for a cheap plastic case and piece of paper? As if.
Oof. Oof. Let me own things. Temper journey update. Chiori, interesting. Chiori C1. I don't know what Emily's C1 does. Mizuki's C1 or constellations might be useful for her. Navi's C1 I think just gets you energy back, which is actually kind of useful. Shenyun C1 I think is an extra charge of her skill, which helps her ER needs, which is pretty good. Risley C1 makes it so playing him is not as annoying. I would do Siegeween unless you just love Siegeween, but if you're someone who has Siegeween, you probably just really love her. Let's see. Out of these, Zhenyu, Navia,
I am so glad they added all the new
Mizuki,
characters.
maybe
I
Chiori.
have just 2 of them.
I still don't know if each character can only receive it once means by the way they're doing this, I mean, I think it means that you can't select it more than once. Like, they're not going to reset this temper event, like, ever. But I also don't know. The fact that they're adding characters makes me think that they're not going to ever reset this, which would be a shame. But I'm also not sure. They could just be adding more and then allowing you to reset later, but I don't know. Let me see.
C1 Genuine gonna be my overworld goat. I have Burb Retainer. That's it.
Burb Retainer. Epicula, thank you for gifting a sub.
7 has gifted a sub to my game master.
Wait, what? Not being reset? I don't know if it will be reset. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because we knew that you could only choose a character once, but I don't know if that means like you can't just keep selecting the same character over and over, or if they're eventually going to reset these. Oh, what is this? Oh, hold on one second.
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients.
Hey
of
underscore it's
course.
underscore JM underscore here is Jalsum. Shark heart dance.
kibble somehow.
Dandelions? Of course they're flowers. Come take a look. Reboot. You're high up. Everyone can hear your voice.
Alright, I'm back for a little bit at least. Might have some other random call or other pressing things to deal with, but I'm back for now. What do I farm? Oh, we are maxed on these, huh? Let's VV. Experience books. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Let's see. We'll put these. 7, 8. Healing bonus, which is weird. Let's see, that, don't really need that. That one might be good. Sarita looks good. Yeah. Miss Mizuki, what do you have? 56. Huh, that's pretty good. We'll lock this one. That one might be useful. Bloop. Oh, I don't want to turn them into Mora. Salvage. There we go. Because I'm definitely gonna need more of those than Mora.
Are like a raging torrent that surges through the mind.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Can you check Discord at your earliest convenience? Sure. What in the universe? Hello.
Didn't they forget the free 5-star selector and first purchase reset?
Yeah, we're kind of expecting that that'll be in the next live stream beta, because they didn't say anything about that. So yeah, big yikes. We were expecting a lot more, but I guess if they're gonna do anything about the anniversary stuff, it's gonna be later. But oof. The fact that they didn't even mention that they might have like more to come in a special anniversary thing later makes it also kind of like,
This realm is truly beginning to thrive. I cannot help but be stirred.
Fantastic Paul, hello, 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 how you doing? I hope you're doing well today. Alright, let's
If
see.
you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
Is it better to salvage or just for convenience? I do it to get the experience level up potions because I am constantly running out of space with artifacts.
Don't they always announce that in a X.0 livestream?
I thought they did. They might do it in point 1 just because of the timing, but I don't know. They might have a special one in between, like maybe not a point 1 live stream, maybe an anniversary one in between, because their anniversary isn't until what, September? I don't know. You're just gonna say that they're so busy with Nizaya that it's so peak they can't do very much hard work for the live stream, even though they built an entire set and had a special stage for an orchestra. Yep. That's it. Batman becoming a member. Very blessed.
To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
Yeah, hello.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to.
Let's
So
see.
don't be your own fool.
I think I'm gonna be sub for your Twitch Shark double anniversary.
Sit up on the counter.
Does that mean double song for Sharon?
A kitty's gotta earn
I might
his
need to
kibble
buy
somehow.
several dresses just to cheer me up a little.
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be your own fool. Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kitty's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
Katie's gotta earn his kibble somehow. What should I do? Ooh, ley lines. Maybe we do farm random artifacts. Seems like they're going to be introducing a lot more stellar swirl stuff. Maybe we'll want these. Do we get something if we share the web events? I didn't really read it or pay attention to it.
Rise with the sun.
With the new artifact sets, did they just make the current Stellar one obsolete?
No, what they did is they split them up into two different ones for damage dealers. So this one has Stellar Conduct, the other one has Stellar Swirl, and then the support set has like increases stellar damage and attack. So basically they kind of split them up, so if you have a Stellar Conduct character, they still want to farm this domain. Ooh, that's interesting. But if you have a Stellar Swirl character, they want to farm the other one. For next two... for next two 20 primos, it'll after 7.0 update 2. Huh.
Light it up.
Instead of consolidating, they went the opposite way. So it's a little weird, because on one hand, there wasn't really a good set for Nicole, and there wasn't really like I guess there was usable sets for Sandrone too.
Burn it down.
So it's kind of interesting the way they did this. Makes me wonder if they were thinking about doing stellar like characters for a long time, or if it kind of came in the middle and like, you know, this whole lunar thing,
Can't hide the truth.
we should just do that in the new region, but with ice. Kind of makes me think they thought about doing that in like the middle of Non-Cry, and like this is going to be the direction we go. Where's Alice in the entire thing? Not a word about her. Not a word about her. We don't know what she's up to. Alright, I guess I don't need any of these. Stellar Swirl's a weird name. Ooh. Ooh. Stellar Swirl sounds like an ice cream. Ben and Jerry's Stellar Swirl. With galaxy-sized pieces of peanut butter. Milky Way Swirl. Do 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 do. I'm never leaving the house again. Oof. Oh, pin message is still there. You're right. Let's remove that. Unpin. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, Alice has to protect things from like random things leaking in from outer space. Boop. With her and her husband who's like venturing outside on some other planets or something. Bloop. She's on vacation in Tropical Island in the middle of the Dark Seas. Yeah! Dendro damage, huh? That's solid. Shark would be an ice cream flavor. What would be in it? Good question. I don't know. I like things that are lemony and tart, so probably something related to that. Pretty sure it's just Alice's husband who's jumping through worlds. I think they both can. But I don't think Alice wants to stray too far from Klee, which is also very strange because she's never around her. I thought the husband was a generic NPC. I mean, by the sound of what he does, it doesn't seem like it. It seems he knows a lot more secrets about the world and can travel outside of it with relative ease. This is the fight one, yeah. He's a seeker. Ooh. Where's Dainsleif? When is he coming home? Good question.
I had lemon, licorice, and white chocolate ice cream the other day.
Interesting.
It was really good.
Lemon and licorice. Interesting. You love your licorice, Vela. I'll have to try it. I wonder if it's going to be the same or different, and if I will enjoy it.
Ad Astra Abbott.
Can you get licorice ice cream in the US? I don't know. That's a good question.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's.
I feel like there's probably someone who makes it, but I don't think you can just go to like the supermarket and find it. I think it's a lot more specialized. Ooh, transient resin. What do I use this for? Or do we save it? It does last a week. Expires in 9 days. Well, let's send Drone a blast. Oh wait, you know what we should do?
Ad Astra.
I need to figure out how to do this thing. Let's see. What do I need to do for Prism Slime? Let's see. Before it gathers and swells, make sure it attempts to absorb energy more than 2 times. Alright. Alright, let's see. Oh, huh. I see. So it means absorb like actual character energy. Ah. So, in that case, we bring Malika. 8 pints of licorice ice cream for $114. So if that's the case, let's see. What should we call the Malika team? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Oh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Molecular manslaughter. Rat from the sky, obviously. Okay, that's a good one. Doo-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do. Rat from the sky is good.
Anytime, any place.
Whatever you need.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Where's Shalonin?
Is it time to
I'm
go?
putting Bennett here because I don't have a super powerful Yonsan.
Gonna be epic.
The Ghost Rider. Dun, dun, dun. I was gonna call it molecular manslaughter, but not enough characters. Pyroclastic surge. That is what she says. Need to figure out where the sword is coming. I missed a bit. That was from, I think, an Archon quest. Someone asks Alice about someone, and she's like, "Oh, he's off somewhere else." And like, huh?
Rise with the sun.
Energy absorption.
Everybody stand back. Get to work. He's Lolene. He's Papa. Get him.
Pyroclastic surge.
And immune. Oof.
Try and stop me.
Let's light it up.
Immune.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh.
Wrath from the sky. Incinerate. Incinerate. Yeah.
And now you're a pyro slime. Am I doing this right? Let me see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. He will stripped away. Flatten itself. Okay. Returns big for a third time. Okay. Do, 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 do. Now you're big.
Light it up. Going in. He's Lolene. He's Papa. Get him.
Pyroclastic surge. Yeah. Light it up.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Fulfill our path. You two. Time to end.
Light of the blazing sun. Incinerate.
Get to work.
Wrath from the sky.
Ender teams perform well against the slime.
Incinerate. Yeah. Burn it down.
Let's light it up. Everybody stand back.
Light of the blazing sun.
That didn't get any achievement. I thought we couldn't let it get big more than 3 times. It was only twice. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Or was that the third one? Do, 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 do. Alright, we'll have to try our slime later. Do, 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Boss Neff. I'll have to try that one, I guess. Do 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 do. Bloop. Do do do. Do 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 do. What notices? Let's see. Probably leyline stuff, right? Oh, this event. Cannot be claimed after event ends. Okay, will be sent here after 7.0. Pre-register. Turn 40 primos. Share your link. You'll receive 20 primos for each traveler that successfully invited. Max 2. Ah, okay. Got it. Da-da, da-da-da. Alexa, hello, hello. How you doing? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Do, 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 do. Boop. 60 pulls a weapon banner as Flinger running 7.0 can find to get his weapon. Oh, nice! Good stuff! Very cool. Oh. You know what we could do? I do kind of want to look at some of these characters and talk about some of their constellations, so let's see. Who are the new characters that we're getting? Let's see. Here we go. Let me take a screenshot of this so I have it for later. Alright, so we've got Linny. Let's just look at the character archive. We have Linny, Risley, Navia, Shanyun, Shiori, Sijuin, Clorend, Emily, and Mizuki. Mizuki. Getting Mizuki C2 is probably not a bad idea, especially if her stellar stuff is actually pretty good, because you could get one from the Temper event and then one from the free standard 5-star selector, which is probably the way to go there. Let's look at the other characters first. Let's look at Linny. There's half a team for review. Ooh, nice. Linny's gonna be down here. There he is. Alright, so Linny, what does your C1 do? 2 instances of hats. Additionally, Prop Arrow will summon 2 Grinmalkin hats and gains 1 extra staff of Prop Surplus once every 15 seconds. I mean, if you're using Linny, this is alright. The fact that it has a 15-second cooldown means you're really only using it once per rotation. The fact that you get an extra hat is just like a little bit of extra damage, but not game-breaking. So, probably feels nice, but the fact that you aren't using it more than once, like you're not doing it if you're doing the charge shots with him every 3 to 4 shots, it's like, eh. If that would proc every time, that would be nicer, but if it's only once, it's like, oh, well, once per rotation thing, I guess that's okay. Risley's C1 makes him a lot better to play. Instead of going in between 50 and 60% health, now you don't have to worry about that as much, and then you get extra damage from his what's it called, his uppercut. Let's see. So C1 Risley would be pretty good, especially with the, let me see, where's his stellar buffs? Does it say it here? Dun, 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 dun. Considered stellar conduct damage. Okay. And then 30% more stellar conduct when subpolar field. Blah blah blah. Okay. Third and fifth, 60% and 80. Okay, interesting. So this makes it so you actually don't want to do just like 1-2 uppercut with him. So you're Risley free. Yeah, if you have Risley C1, pretty good there. So that's definitely nice. Navia. This is one that just gives you energy, right? This is definitely probably the first one I'm picking. When she uses 3 energy and decreases the cooldown by 1 second up to 9, can be gained and then decreased by 3. That's convenient. Not really very powerful, just convenient. Let's look at Burbune. I might go for this one first too. I don't know. This is the extra charge, so you can do that twice. Get some more energy, so that's nice. What is Chiori's C1? Oh, actually Chiori's C1's kind of cool. It makes it so you can get 2 dolls without needing the construct, right? The AoE is increased by 50%. Additionally, if there's Geo member in the party other than Chiori, it'll trigger one of the following. Oh, I'm getting another call. Hold on 1 second. Alright, back. Let's see. Additional tomato can exist at a time. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Triggers Ascension Talent. Flinch touch, miss first unlock. Okay. An additional tomato, whether summoned by Chiori this way or through presence of a Geo construct. So this makes it so you just get two dolls, even if she's the only Geo character, which was pretty good. Let's see. Ryo got a temper vent. Yeah, he's added to that. So what's his C2? They're gonna add him, which is pretty nice for all the Risley lovers. Is this punching one? Yeah. Let's see. Damage by 40%. Okay. Yeah, more punching. That's true. More intertwined fates. Let's see. Who's next? Chiori, Siegeween. I don't even know what Siegeween, I don't know what any of her stuff does. Let's see. Rebound hydrotherapy. That's her skill, right? Because bubble, yeah, okay. Her skill gets a bounce extra 3 times. First 3 bounces will not cause it to become smaller. Okay. It's more healing. Is enhanced. Each bubble bounce adds 1 stack of convalescence. Stack will be mana every 1000 HP up to 30,000. Damage by 100. Gain is 3,500. You must first unlock. So slight damage increase, but honestly, you're not using Siegeween for damage. Let's look at Clarand. Normal attacks, they will trigger 2 coordinated attacks, dealing 30% damage every 1.2 seconds. Alright, extra normal attacks, extra damage, kind of nice. It's only 30%, not a whole lot, but meh. Each one basically doing 60% extra damage every 1.2 seconds. Could be better, could be worse. I don't know if it has the same cooldown. I don't know if it's the same ICD or not. Might be interesting for overloaded teams. Let's see, what is this one? Damage dealt with fragrance extraction increased by 20%. Letter, okay. Party members trigger burning reaction or deal dendro damage to burning opponents. They will generate additional scent that can be triggered once every 2.9 seconds. Damage dealt by her skill is increased by 20%. Okay. What is the thing that gives you scent? Each time it collects 2 scents, the level will consume the scents and release cologne dealing. Oh, this is just more AoE. So, once every 2.9 seconds. Essentially, this makes it so you get a slightly faster AoE from her. That's alright. Not game breaking, but alright. And then Mizuki. We've got these, which get upgraded. So this one will get an upgrade when Stellar Swirl comes out, and then this one is kind of the big one, C2, for the extra resistance, like Cryo Res and Animo Res down, plus whatever other buffs they want to add. I can get Emily C1, worth it? I mean, honestly, you probably don't have too many other great choices. I think for most people, if you have Mizuki, you probably want to do Mizuki C1, C2. And then after that, it just kind of depends on whichever characters you like the most. How's C1 Shanyun? C1 Shanyun is decent because you get 2 charges of her skill, which means you don't need to build quite as much energy recharge on her. So if you use her skill twice, then you just get more energy back. That could be helpful for her. It could be helpful for like Zhao. So it is a nice constellation to have. Needing to build less energy recharge on Xianyun means you can focus a little more on attack. So if you like her for a Zhao team, then it's pretty nice. So I think it just depends on who you have. So if you're like a Lenny main, you would obviously go for his constellation. Otherwise, I would say no. If you really like Risley and want to do Stellar Conduct things with him, if you're thinking like Risley Odette, stuff, then obviously like his constellations would be nice. The C1's the big one. The C2 is just for like extra burst damage,
It's
not
about
crazy
time we threw
useful.
another tea party, don't you think?
Navia's C1 is more or less for convenience because it gets her some energy back, which is pretty useful. Shan Yun's can be pretty good if you find yourself using a plunge team that uses her. The extra energy for her is pretty nice. Chiori's is also pretty solid. If you're using a Geo team, it's very likely that you're going to be using like Linnea over Chiori. But if you have Chiori but don't really have anyone else to use, I think using Chiori or getting her C1's pretty solid because it basically lets you get 2 of the tomatoes without needing like a Geo construct, just another Geo character. So that's nice because there's a lot of Geo characters that you may want to pair with Chiori. Not a lot of them actually have Geo constructs. So that's a pretty solid one to go for if you have Chiori and you like using her. Sijuin C1 is one that increases a little bit of the damage of her bubble, which is not very helpful. Cloren C1, extra attacks, so like extra electro application plus a slight bit of damage. That one's okay, but if you're using an electro active character, you'd really want to use like Flynn's. Emily C1, decent if you're using like Kinich or any sort of burning team.
Right here, right now.
Just a little bit more damage, so that's pretty solid. And then for the last one, which is Mizuki, which is probably the one you would want to go for, especially if you plan on doing like stellar types of teams. If you can't run Odette in like a Mizuki team, because Odette's an off-field support, you could just run the Cryo Traveler and just do more like off-field cryo characters, and then run Mizuki there. See when Shan Yun looks good for exploration. More jump, more skill.
Right here.
Oh.
Yay, Miko time.
Phew. Hey, let me go.
Come on, keep up.
Phew. Let's see. Miko, Vela Miko. Oh wow, 81 crit rate, which with this set, oh wow, that's really good. You're actually you will be overcapping on crit rate if you run double cryo, because you're getting 16% crit rate from this set, and then another 15 from cryo resonance if you're attacking an enemy that's affected by cryo. So you'd be a little bit overcapped on crit rate. This is going to be very hard to replace, though. This is so good. So you could think about swapping for like a crit damage piece, but it's going to be very hard to get anything better. But that's really good. That's good. That's good. That's super good. This is really good. I think at this point I'd just be like, you know what? We'll just be overcapped on crit rate. That's okay. I guess you could try to find something like this that maybe gave you, if it was attack percent with like crit damage EM, you might be able to do something like that. If it rolls like high crit damage and EM, you could swap that out. But I'd probably keep this and this and this and this. But overall, very nice. I think maybe if you wanted to, if you didn't have anything else to farm, you could keep farming the disenchantment set and try to get a Sands that might give you more crit damage and then maybe like EM. That's probably about it, because the other pieces are very nice. You're back? Welcome back, Batman. How important is EM for Yai? She kind of doubled. Well, she has a passive that converts some of her EM into damage. So getting EM is nice for her because she has a passive that gives her some stats, and then the EM itself will also increase the damage of Stellar Conduct. So getting EM on Yai is useful. It's more useful than other characters, but it's not something that you try to build for. So good to have. You're not like, wouldn't be mad to get it, but it's not as important as like crit stats basically. Mushroom Puppy, hello, hello. Let me see. I need to double check something from something here too. Let's see. I think this is. I just remembered the word. Would the disenchantment set be good for travelers? The new set arriving 7.0. It probably would be good for traveler if you're doing a like an on-field traveler, just because it's stellar conduct damage and crit. Like, these are pretty good stats. The other one, the support set, if they can trigger whatever the conditions for the support set are, that might be good for them in a stellar swirl or stellar conduct team, because it looks like the that set itself is basically going to be like Serenade. Anyways, very nice, Vela. They just call it quits and say she's done. I probably would. If you get an attack sans that rolls more crit rate or crit damage in EM, you could swap.
Do I just call it quits and say yay is done then?
There's a lot of paperwork that I'm supposed to be getting in, and some other things. However, I do not seem to see. That's not too bad. I don't seem to see any of the stuff that people are supposed to send me. Wonho, don't wake me up. This is neat. Pum 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 pum. Your birthday's tomorrow. Ooh. Dun dun dun. It's a bop. Oh yeah. Bop bop bop. Probably farm new set for crowd travelers since I'm farming disenchantment set for Risley and Sino. Oh, nice. Lumi. Boop. Lumi. Bloop. Bloop. Do 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 do. Let's go to Nod Cry. 1, 2. There we go. Should I get C1 Navi or C1 Mizuki? Right now, probably Mizuki. Are you planning to go for like Audette or go for like stellar characters and stellar supports? If the answer is yes, then go with Mizuki. The thing is, you will be able to get both. It's just, you know, which one do you go for first? Probably Mizuki. And my thought on that is there's going to be a lot of stellar shill stuff, and considering that Mizuki can do stellar swirl, you probably would want to have her ready if you didn't have Sandrone, and even if you did, you may want, there may want to be a there's probably going to be a situation where you'd want like 2 stellar teams, or one where like you can do at least some stellar damage one side, and then one that's more like heavily designed for stellar stuff. You can't spend pre-moves on Mizuki though. No, you can lose to her from a 50-50, and you can select her for free from the anniversary selector, which is probably what most people should do. Look, now I gotta build Mizuki. Maybe. You might not have to. You may just be able to use the Cryo Traveler. Because if the Cryo Traveler does end up being pretty solid, and you need to use them for some sort of stellar whatever, you might be able to use them for a while. Let's turn these in. You have C2 Chi-Chi and Mizuki. Next free con, should I get Mizuki or C1 Emily? Should I also farm new? So when you say C2, so Mizuki would be C0, right? For you, Sharon?
Did they say the first-person shooter was a standalone feature like Phaleastra?
Thank you for coming.
Phaleastra? No. Basically, there's these weird rifts in Snezhnaya Vela, and you go into those rifts, and then you do the first-person shooter thing. So it's a part of the base game. Mizuki and Chi-Chi are C2. Oh, very interesting. So the C2 is the pretty strong one. C3 is not really a big deal, I don't think. Is it the skill? It is the skill. Okay. So that's alright. What is this one? We'll also heal based on EM, as well as regenerate 5 energy. Huh. Phaleastra's hilarious. Yeah. C1, C2, C6. Yeah, the C6 is the really strong one. This is okay. I think this one ends up... Let me double check something. I think her C4 ends up giving you more EM. Let me see. You're getting Hu Tao C2 first? Ooh, wow. Let's see. Alright, Sharon. Let's see. Who was it? C1 Mizuki, Navia. Nope, not that one. Let's see. Alright, C2 GT Mizuki. Mizuki Chichi, C1 Emily. Also farm new swirl set for Mizuki and Odette. Yeah, the new swirl set you... Stellar swirl damage. You probably will farm that. You might just end up running VV. I think you're probably going to end up running VV on Mizuki still, to be honest. But you probably do want the new set for Odette. God, I already have that already. Yeah, I think you're probably just going to run a bunch of EM on her, like normal. I don't think her build's going to change that much.
This realm is...
The new set is coming out with the version update. And it's basically the same thing as the Stellar Conduct set, the Disenchant set, but it's for Stellar Swirl. I guess we shouldn't plant anything here. That'll throw off our timing. I'm gonna grab my rocks though. And worse by like 3% from her. From her BS. Interesting. 2-piece EM. Like Lauma. If that's the case, that is interesting. Because then you could really just push as much EM as you need to. Very interesting. So here's kind of my thought for where your situation's at, Sharon. I think you don't have Sandrone, so I would probably try to get Mizuki C2, which should be probably good enough. And if you wanted to get like a Odette, then I think even at C2 she should be good enough for a while. I don't know if they're gonna buff or change her constellations any further, because the C3 would be increasing your skill level, which is like alright. Because I don't know how much this would get at plus 12. How much more? It goes up by plus 3. So let's see. You get 0.8 or 0.9, so 5.1 per point. So let's say you had, let's say you had 900 EM. 0.42. Okay. It's 387 versus 459. That's a pretty sizable increase. If you aren't planning to get like Vesna, who's a stellar swirl character, it might be worth it to go for C4 Mizuki. Does damage and heals based on aim and then regenerates energy. You can get up to 20 energy that way. You know what? Maybe you do. I think what would be the best thing for you is to pick Mizuki so you make her C3 just for her skill upgrade. And then instead of going for the C4 from the Temper event first, you go for like some other character. So if you wanted Emily, you could get Emily's C1. Mostly not just Electro DPS. Okay. I guess if you really needed Stellar Swirl, you could put the or the Cryo Traveler in there for stellar stuff. So yeah, pick Mizuki from the selector, and then for the Temper event, you can pick someone else, but I still think you should get Mizuki as one of the characters. Yeah, the Anniversary Standard character, and then the Temper event as well. It's not like I have that many options to begin with. Ah. Mim, hello! It drives me nuts, that's the only one that's missing, you know? Yeah, I don't know why she wasn't on there to begin with. There's a chest underground that keeps... Oh. There's a water level bug. Oh. So underwater after you cleared it. Oh no. You might be able to talk to support. Prepare a speech within 5 minutes and present it. Ah, very nice. I think I would be good at that. You could win, drumroll, 10 wishes, 10! And it's a raffle. Not even guaranteed. Big oof. Let's do Sharkasia. I got first prize. That's my 10-star. Did you talk about how you were a good drummer? You are a good yapper. This is true. Ash is blessed with the gift of yap. G and Chi-Chi Mizuki aren't even options. Boom. The fun part about this is I could get a C1 Chiori. Yay! Boo-doo-doom. The topic was Nihilix's Aeon Yaoi. Entrix exams reforms your stance and ideas. Ash being here means yaps. I ripped into the government and got first place. Everyone started clapping. Clap, 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 clap. Whee! I don't have most of the Inazuma lineup either, but that's because even though I was playing then, I just didn't wish and saved lots of primos. And that was super helpful. Let's see, what should we do? I kind of want to do weekly bosses. Are there any that I don't know if there's any that have Hydro left. I did a lot of these, huh? This doesn't do Hydro, does it? Oh, it does. You are just Dendro. Stone Steel does not do Hydro. Chess game. So I would want to do Whale and Wanderer.
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity.
Consider my rocking chair
The
and
wanton
admire the
cruelty
view.
of the few is
Or
not
we could go
worth
to the
our
moon
ire.
and gaze down into that. Whatever you prefer.
On to Otter's World. Gossiping and eating food with friends the whole day. Aw. Very nice. It's whale time. We are hoping for a catalyst billet. Flynn's, okay. I'll bring some healing. Cookie. There we go. Tomorrow you're gonna do the same thing. Oh. Oh no. At least Chi-Chi got a useful buff, Sharon. At least you can use her and Mizuki and the Traveler now, and it's actually good.
Accelerate.
Stand with me.
A moonlit night for all.
Phew. That's some Flynn's power right there. Bloop. No catalyst build. I got a dream solvent though. Hydro damage goblet. That's interesting. With HP as well. Might be useful. Very Mulan-y. Dun 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 dun. Actually, while we're here, we might as well do whatever bosses left. This one, I think we want someone who can hit those things in the air. Alright, let's see. If you're gonna do that, let's see. I have Bennett. Who else do I put in here? Sucrose? I forgot what this needs. Dendro works here. Nahida can like aim at all those things and she works pretty well. Well, if you're gonna do that, maybe I'll do this instead.
I like to drink on occasion. Any and every occasion.
Well, Varka. Such dad joke. Yo-yo can work, I think. This should be good enough, I think. Hopefully. Do you have a cryo? Oh, a Scoffier would work here. And if we do that, then bring you? No. I'll just stick with Columbina, I guess. Yeah, he's no good with Electro. Cryo, Dendro, Pyro can work alright. There we go.
Who says you have to use scissors to cut clothes?
What an interesting team comp. Team friendship.
Let it be known that divinity is mine.
Adaptive frosting.
Churn!
Off to the freezer. A
Need some healing?
Perish!
Dun, 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 dun.
1,000 eons, mine to dominate.
I can start Lunar Bloom attacking. Boop. Dun, dun,
To oblivion! Kneel!
I should be on Calavita. You have way more HP. Phew.
You filth!
Oh no! I don't have any energy. Ah!
Reality is pain!
Come on, little Dendro Piggy. Pew pew pew. You're blasting your little heart out.
A little amuse-bouche.
It's payback time. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Good riddance, cruel world.
Surge. Adaptive frosting.
Boop. Boop. There we go. Pew.
Possible.
Roll. The
A
temple
little
of
amuse-bouche. Goose on the loose.
Pew.
I can't.
I didn't even get to see how much the charge attack did. Pew. Pew. Boo-doo-doom. Ooh. We got a chunk and a gemstone of different elemental types. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. How interesting. Do-do-do-do-do. I kind of want to do more weekly bosses now. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's see. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Want to do Worm Snake? I have enough for one more. Yeah, why don't we do Worm Snake? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Gemstones are fun. Oh yeah. Do-do-do. Show me where it is. Okay. It's somewhere around here. Wanderer's up there. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Where is Worm Drake? Nope, not that one.
It's up to me to decide who I want to be, and to cut my own path. No one can tell me what to do.
Worm Drake, where are you? Do 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 do. Up in the desert. Da 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 da. Left top. Do 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 do. Nope, that's not it. Above the swirly bit. Swirly bit. Do 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 do. Ah, here it is. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done this boss too. I also forgot. Okay, let's see. This'll work. She has an electrostellar linchpin on her back of her head. Ah, nice. I wanted to see that, Mika. They showed her back, so I need to see what I want to see what her element was. Should go back and look at that. She's Electro. Interesting. You think she's going to be Electro on field or Electro support? She gives more support vibes to me, but who knows?
Be silent. Close your eyes. In the dark. Observe. Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to fight this thing. Then they lose their shields. Boop. Ow.
Please, allow me.
Flynn's power. Bloop. Da-da-dun. Nothing special here. Alright, I want to check this now. Okay, let's see. Where are they going to show her? There's all that stuff. This is gun stuff. I think it was before this. Audit code.
Who says you have to use scissors to cut clothes? Leave those rigid rules behind. I much prefer using my own.
Alright, where was this? Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Puzzle stuff. Stellar Conduct stuff. Adet stuff. Alyosha stuff. Free Alyosha. Alright, it must be around here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, here's Valeri. Oh, interesting. So Valeri is Electro, but he's got a regular linchpin. Or not a stellar linchpin, he's just got like a regular vision. Boop. Doo-doo. So it's a little hard to tell, but right there's the Electro thing from Valeri, but it's the regular Fatui vision like what Tartaglia has. So if we go back, back. There it is. Where his finger clips into it. But it's not the Stellar Linchpin, which is like the Primo Gem star, like the 4-pointed star. It's the same one as Tartaglia. I thought he was an NPC. No, he's a playable character. He's Bear. Let's see. Alright, yeah, you're talking about stuff, blah blah blah. There's these two. Let's see. Oh. And she has a... It's not a Stellar Linchpin, which would make sense, but she's Hydro. On her back.
If you really like standing around
Why is there a chessboard?
why don't you just model?
Well,
some wonderful clothes for you.
all the no-sees and everything. Let's see. Okay. You blah blah blah. Alright, let's see. Where is Danica's anything? It should be behind her. Oh, she is Electro too, but it's also not a stellar linchpin. It's the same like Snezhnayan one, and it hangs off the back of her. Whereas Vesna, you can see she has a stellar linchpin right here. Interesting. Interesting. So it doesn't look like we're getting an... Well, if we are getting an active character, like an electro damage dealer, the ones that are coming out don't seem to have stellar linchpins. Huh. How interesting. So electro characters don't seem to be able to enable this. How odd. Would you like to do... Let's do a ley line. I'm gonna bring out. Ew. Okay. Wee. What is that hair? Super long hair, super short skirt. The Danica experience. Boop. Or I guess it's probably Donica. Donica. Boop. Bloop. Let's see. Swift Slayer. It's been a while since I've done this. Want to do some of these commissions? Hey, come out. Increasing danger. I can do this one.
Is cool and comfortable
I have to
walk
send some
on
more
at
paperwork
night,
and stuff in too.
but it gets so hot during the day.
Lumi bonk. Oh. Pew. Pew. A weasel thief. All right. Linnea's a fae. Lumi is a Jack Frost, which is a type of fae. Linnea is from Snezhnaya, but I don't know if she's like a fae. I think she is, but she was raised. What is the lore with her? She's a fae child that was like born or given to human parents. There's a legend about her. Like every so often, a fae child ends up being switched or like born to human parents or something like that. She's a changeling. Ah. And Lumi is the best. Special Jack Frost. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Do, 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 do. I miss where this weasel's going. Do you know, Otter? Pew! Very nice. Oh, she'll have a red and white palette and be a Dendrovision. Maybe he'll be burning. The human child was switched with her when it made it due to health issues according to Linnea's story quest. Oh. I mostly remember the Pokemon battles in the story quest.
That's close enough. Beware the creature.
Ooh. Flynn's power. Looby bonk.
I'm getting
Sha. Looby bonk. Alright, looks like our commissions are complete. Oh, there's one more. Operation Graze. Songbird Faye visions of her own future, which was pretty horrifying. She's like, I'm gonna go get my own ship and be a big adventurer. And then big yikes. Whee! Doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's this one. I don't think I can start this on my own. Oh, I can. Zoom! Oh wait, were you here? Maybe you did it. Bloop. Ah. I can start it. I cannot actually complete the various legs of it though. Do 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 do. You struggled. Wee. I used to use the interactive map before we had the special like treasure compasses that would find all of the oculi. That's pretty much what I used it for. Wee. Do 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 do. Zoom. Boop. Wee. Shoot Daddy by Sylvia Plath. Oh jeez. Oh no, Ash. Oof. Big yikes. Big yikes. I'm gonna kill everyone there. Doo doo. Boop. Everyone's gonna be like, we should maybe not. We should maybe be nice to Ash. Ash might snap and go all American on us. Hey now. Wait, what? Do 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 do. I may or may not have to agree with that statement. Wee. All American 10-star. Oof. Thank you all. Very blessed Otter. Thank you for your help. And your super powerful flins.
Add Astra Abbott. Add Astra Abyssosk.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Thank you for complete.
It was delivered so well. Remember, Ash, you could always use my poem. Roses are gray. Violets are gray. I'm a dog. Bark, bark. Please, no more. Bark, bark, right? Dun 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 dun. Alright, let's jump in to do Summon Shark EU. But first, we gotta claim this. Because next week, our last week, to do all that. You know another good poem that's very simple, Ash. I think it's called The Desert or In the Desert by Stephen Crane. Look up that. Very short, very poignant poem. Hu Tao is the only real answer with infinite potential. Which character would you consider to be the best of the best? DPS, versatility, utility, every other aspect. Having all of them. I don't think there is like a character quite like that. I think it really depends on a couple things. I think it depends on if it's just base level character or not. Because if it's not, I could see someone like Lauma being there, because her C1 makes her a healer. And then all the other constellations just make her hit really hard. What do you mean, Shark? It's Hu Tao. Well, that was short and great, I'm guessing. Pew. 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 The heart is a metaphor for Gotcha, Ash, because it's bitter, 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 and because it is also wishing. And Gotcha. Easy.
Becomes the hunted.
Pew.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Do. Wee. Say Mawika. I don't remember what. Let's see. So that is healer. That is boom. What does this one do? 4 energy. That's nice. That's whatever. It deals 1 damage. 185. Considered Lunar Bloom. Will not consume Pale Hymn. Can have up to 8 times. 150 is EM. When move damage increased. I don't know. Lauma's pretty good contender. Because lots of damage, and then team support, and then also her own, like, she becomes super strong as her own, in her own right, and then she's kind of got, like, basically everything as long as you work with, like, Dendro. And obviously you want Hydro for Lunar Bloom. Wonder what a Nepha's is, because a Nepha could potentially be very good too. Have some religious background? I don't know. I have no idea. Both are really good for your account. Do you pull for Columbina right now or save for Odette? If you're concerned with like endgame stuff, Odette is going to be someone who will work better for now. Especially with whatever upcoming endgame stuff comes out, and then you can get Columbina as sort of like a nice to have character. If you've already got like a lunar damage team, it's unlikely you're going to need 2 lunar damage teams in the future. One good one should be good enough. What does this one do? Inflicts punishing, blah blah blah. 300% of attack. Okay, that's whatever. Okay. Underground burst, lunar charge once every 3.5 seconds. Doesn't really change what she does. She just still stays off field. I don't know. Lauma would be
Stay your hand.
kind of that. She goes from support to healer and damage dealer, and she hits very hard. So, maybe Lauma. Wouldn't gliding be faster? Hello. You got 3 lunar damage teams right now. They're all sharing Ino. Oh no. Oh boy. So it's unlikely you're gonna need more than It's unlikely you'll need more than 1 in the future. But to have all of them and not Columbina. Oof. Newbie free Niscoffy 18 for her buffs. I mean, she doesn't really do anything with she's not really helpful there. She's more for Stellar Conduct. So for the last slot, Rosario would be good. You could even use Layla just for like shielding. But you'd probably want another cryo character that actually does like some off-field damage. Here's VA's Gengar. Huh. You do have Rosaria? Nice. Wee. Dun 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 dun. Wee. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Ooh. Do 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 do. Ah. Do, 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 do. Whee! They're all kind of in this tight little square, a little diamond pattern. That's nice. Explosion!
You poor lost lad.
Ow. Pain.
The bond is strong.
Closing in.
Arlecchino's aura farming in C6. Yup.
Protect us.
Bye.
Dun, 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 dun. How much longer are you going to stream for? Well, after this, I was thinking of one or two things because I have to send some. I have to do some like paperwork stuff. I don't know how long that's going to take. So I can try to do that quickly and come back and do something else, or I could finish up.
Great-toothed Lord of the Sea, will thouest please gaze upon my champion for judgment and praise.
Otter Miko. Wait, what? I have to do some paperwork. That call that I was on was something I've been trying to get finished for a couple days. Trying to get things done before the 1st. And it's the 31st for me. Bloop. I don't know what I'm doing with her. Okay, let's take a look. Miss Miko. Alright, 90. Disenchant set 58. Plus the plus 31 would be 89% crit rate. So 16 from the set plus 15 from cryo resonance. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Good crit damage too. EM as well. Let's see. Attack there. Electro damage goblet there is pretty solid. Stats look very good. I think the only thing I would do would be level up her skill to probably 9. And then if you wanted to level the burst, you can. But not bad overall. And if you have a really good attack goblet you want to give her that is potentially better than your electro goblet, or if someone else needs that electro goblet, you can also run an attack goblet on her. So if you got a really good attack goblet, you can give her that too. But artifact wise, you don't really need to change anything. For anything else, you probably just want to level her skill to 9, maybe burst to 8, and then get her C1 from the temper event, because the C1 is very strong. It makes her really, really good in a stellar conduct team. But that's it. Very, very nice. But yeah, good stuff, Ottermax. Very nice, very nice.
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
Do 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 do. Mm 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 mm. Do 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 do. Hey. For official and overloaded team, would Golden Troop be better than the Hex DPS set? It depends on the character you're using as the active character. If your active character is the one doing the majority of the damage, then the Hex DPS set, especially if you're running like Nicole in the team too, can be pretty useful. If it's something where the team actually does contribute a pretty good amount of damage and Official's doing like a sizable portion, then you may want to just use the Golden Troop set for her. What team were you thinking of?
Taking shelter and listening to the rain cleanse the earth.
Let's put it this way: if you're just looking at like a general set, because you want a good Official for overloaded and for anything else, and for like theater, then just stick with Golden Troop. If you're looking for a more specific set and just try to squeeze out as much damage as you can for like a special overloaded team, then you may want to, and you're running like Official Durin, then you may want to do the new set for her. Just like Vivras as a DPS. So, Varessa Durin, Official Chevres. Ooh. Do you have Yansan? Because Official definitely would be good there. I guess it depends on constellations. You may have Yansan, but you might not have her C6. No Yansan. Okay, yeah. So, Official Durin. Yeah, and that team, the Hex set would be a bit better. But I would say you don't need to farm it.
Stand with me.
So, all things being the same, if you could just say, alright, I'm going to take this set with these stats and basically copy and paste them and either have a Golden Troop set or a Hex set. In that team, the Hex set would be better. But is it actually worth farming the whole thing? Like, if you end up getting good pieces, like, sure, give them to Official. If not, I wouldn't stress about it. Bullets!
30 minutes ahead of the new check-ins we'll receive. Well, they are not really new, but you know what I mean. Anyway, it's Friday, which means that I won't be around. So here's your
Bullets
early
meeting.
quick message check inbound.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very blessed, Bullets. So blessed. Alright, let's see. I need to do some of this. This might be a little more involved than I thought. Let's see.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
Let's see. Is this populating?
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward.
You're
enough.
welcome, Lumina.
What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
Can't fix that. That's funny, I mean. Maybe I can open one from here. Open. Oh, I can. Okay, good.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
Because I need to work on a document that's a Microsoft Word doc that I don't have Microsoft Word for. But that's what Google's for. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see. Do 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 do. Do do do. What weapon should Chi-Chi be on? Anything that gives you a lot of attack and energy recharge. If you have a Skyward Blade, I would put that on her. Otherwise, Sapwood Blade works pretty well. You could also run Fav. Fav's not a bad choice, it just doesn't give you a lot of attack, so you won't get as much healing, but the energy's nice. You just need to build crit on Chi-Chi if you're going to do that.
Will thouest please gaze upon my champion for judgment and praise?
Do 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 do. This looks like it's going to be a lot more work than I thought. Do 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 do. Look at you, Mizuki. Oh, okay, sure. Lunala Mizuki. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
My points. Okay, JK. My Mizuki. You can have it. Oh. What's your UID?
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
Alright, here we go. I got dethroned. Oof. Sigh. You're so happy to get a Flynn's rerun? Nice. Finally have enough for his weapon? Hey, feels good. We love that. This is a scam. That's Sharon. Oh, interesting. Dawning Frost music-y. Not bad, not bad. Wow, you can get a lot more EM. You're running a crit circlet too. Huh. Do one there. This will give you another 160, which will be 860. And then her ascension gives you more too. Nice. It's a sign. Boo. C2 Mizu Glorp. So if you did 2-piece, then you get 80 there, 21 there. I don't know if she's really going to need any crit stats. I feel like it's going to be just as much EM as you can give her. Typically if you're doing a 2-piece EM, 2-piece EM, that's the way to go. Maybe the crit stats are going to be important. R4 Dawning Frost is very fun though. You'd have to like charge attack with her before using a skill though. That's a bit annoying. The weapon as well, right? Yeah, if that's the case, then you'd probably just run sack frags on her. And then do like triple EM with like 2-piece EM, 2-piece EM. That's what I'm expecting. I don't know if they're going to change anything. But if they do, I mean, you could get a lot. You could get a lot of EM. Keep this for now. I would level this up just because it's a good piece. And once you get that, then you'll have, let's see, another, be like 700 something. And then if you ascend her, you'll get even more.
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward.
Is Dawning
enough.
Frost? You have to
What
do a
it really
charge
comes
attack
down to
before
is
using
whether
her
you are
skill,
willing to
though,
put
which is
in
a
the
bit
time.
annoying.
If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
Maybe she does want crit then. You think you can hit 800? Nice. Yeah, I think you should be able to. Because you have this to level up still, which will give you some, and then you have her ascension, which will give you some too. Especially if she's on field. Yeah, she gets 10% more on field. What about talents? Skill's important. Burst is really, you only level it up for healing, so you don't need to make your burst a priority. Level up the skill, level up the burst afterwards, but you don't need to go super high. And I guess with the interaction for her C2, maybe the burst or her C1. No, that's C4 that I'm thinking of. Never mind. Yeah, you can keep the burst at like, I'd say between 6 and 8, depending on how much healing you want.
Find yourself in a pinch.
If you're running her with like Chi-Chi, you don't really need to level it past 6, but if you're trying to do something and you don't have access to Chi-Chi or a healer or a shield character, you may want to level it to 8. Skill I'd probably take to 8 or 9. Skill 10. You don't need a crown or skill. I'd probably just take it to 9 for right now. Other than that, seems pretty good. I don't think I'd change too much. Very nice, very nice. Good stuff, Sharon.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble,
Miss
I'll drag
Kuki
every
Shinobu.
last one of them back to apologize.
This is gonna take a while. Here goes redeem review. Oh, it's probably on cooldown, Mr. Stare, because it was just redeemed. Gene Constantino, Gene Kanye, Chi-Chi, 2 and other characters. Next patch gonna be good team. Yai, Chi-Chi, 2 characters. If you did like Yai, Chi-Chi, Det, and then on-field Cryo Traveler, yeah, that would be pretty good. Yai herself on field isn't really great, but the Cryo Traveler looks like they can work pretty well on
The
field.
criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
You're gonna grind Genshin event? Ooh, have a good one. Let's see. Speaking of that, I did all the... Oh, we didn't do this. That's important. Boop, let's grab that. Do we do our dancing event? Nope, some of this. Okay. What should the crit damage, crit ratio be for official if I put Golden Troop on her? You can try for like 6120. If you can get more than that, that's good, but that's probably what I would aim for. Help me! What do you need help with? Is Adette supposed to be a support character? She is. She's an off-field support that does some damage. You're supposed to work with Sandrone instead of Chi-Chi or Shalona, maybe? Yes. Yes, June. She is supposed to be a support character that she increases stellar damage, and she does off-field cryo damage, and also enables stellar conduct herself. And also, she does stellar swirl stuff too, so she's kind of like a general stellar support. It didn't work. Yeah, I don't know the cooldown on this Mr. Stare. You're welcome. Does Fisher use an Electro Goblet or Attack Goblet? She uses an Electro Goblet. Electro is better. I have an idea. How many people... Ooh, how am I going to do this? I know. So I don't want to end the stream, but I do have this paperwork to go over. So, how would you all be okay with doing some Jackbox while I comment on the side while working on paperwork on a laptop? How does that sound? I wouldn't be playing in that scenario until I finish with this in the stream. I'm also working. Well, yes. Basically, Odette is Cryonefa. Kinda, yeah. She doesn't provide any defensive utility, but she does do a lot more support. Oh, you're publishing your paper tomorrow? Ooh, very nice. I'm the best Snark in Snezhnaya. Thank you, Kunan. Thank you, thank you. Mind if I try again, even if it fails? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Scrappin', you're definitely the responsible voice in the room. Mom's super happy that she's saying I can get pretty high level journal. Wow. That's super cool. Amazing. I hope so. Published Sharon musician? Quarter 1, quarter 2. Wow. It was worth a shot. I think it's still on cooldown. It's usually on cooldown for about an hour. Hour and a half. Maybe as we will also be here tomorrow as well. True. I guess that is the I guess that's a smart thing. Publish to run? Publish to run. Very blessed. Alright. Responsibility says end stream. I guess you're right. I should be a responsible shark, especially since this is the last day of the week and the last day of the month, and I'm supposed to try to get all these things in before October, but hopefully everything gets squared away on the other end. So I am going to end and work on some paperwork and submit all this stuff. Anyways, have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Stay safe, stay jawsome, be amazing, and we'll see you tomorrow, friends.